Hello everyone, welcome back to another Let's Play of Dream Daddy. And I believe last episode I already eliminated a bunch of them that I didn't want to go on a date on. And it was down to Matt and Damien. So we're going to go on a date with Damien. So we're going to pick off I have a feeling Damien's the one I will end up picking, but I'm going to at least give them both one chance on one date each. Just to make sure. Matt's a coffee guy, but he's into music, but you never know. Let's try this out. So, Damien, so I think I go through 3 dates to get, I guess, the ending. So, Damien Blood March. How do you do? I have finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls to graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest in Victorian fashion, the inevitability of our own demise or black cats, please send me a letter. So what do you do like on Friday night? Listen to true crime podcast while taxidermy my newest specimens. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? A coffin. What are your turn-ons? Pronouncing Bosom correctly. I think it's Bosom, right? What did you want to be when you grew up? Eh, a bat. That makes sense for you to be a bat. Yeah, coffin and everything. Yeah, it goes with it. Let's see. What's your favorite movie genre? Foreign art house horror. That's good. What? I love horror. I prefer horror. There's no fun if you can't watch horror at all because someone's too afraid to watch it. Cause then it's like, oh shit. I like horror. I love horror too much. What's your ideal date? It's night. We are at an industrial dark wave club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our hearts. That sounds nice to be in a club with music drums. Not much of a drum person. I love guitars, but still, drum sounds nice. What do you never leave home without? An upside down cross. Yeah, that goes with your whole outfit and everything. I like that. I spend a lot of time thinking about morality solace. I don't know what the hell that is, but okay, cool. Alright, so let's message Damien. That determine what would you do when you have to do. You will determine where you'll be at when you can't help it. Tip A2, eat a balanced meal every day that includes vegetables, fruit, and proteins. Stat tip 9, don't use metal utensils on non-stick frying. That's actually very true. Stat tip 19, use your hips when throwing. Okay, so before I go, the whole thing about don't use metal on non-stick, that is so true. You're actually ruin. You end up leaving scratches, but it also damages the non-stick that's in the pan. And if you use the metal spatulas and stuff, or if you use when you're washing, if you wash by hand, if you use the rough side, not the soft side, if you use the rough side on the pan, it could also damage the nonstick. Basically, a nonstick will end up getting damaged or worn out from that it won't work as good. So if you're wondering why is my nonstick not working no more? I've been washing with the hard side and using these metal spatulas and so on. That's your issue. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to use plastic. And you're supposed to use a soft side of the sponge. If you use a dishwasher, you can put it in there, but you gotta make sure none of the hands and stuff obviously aren't. It's dishwasher safe, and if you put them in there still, you just don't put them on the bottom, because if you put them on the bottom, it'll melt them and shit. So, yeah, that's something that you can know. Oh, and if you get really expensive good pants, you really don't want to screw those up. Alright, let's get back into it. Damien seemed really interesting, a little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him and get to know him a little bit. He is not odd. He is cool. I navigate to Damien's dadbook page and type out a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime. Just for a minute before I see that Damien's typing. But then he keeps typing. And typing. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I'll leave the computer to make some coffee. Oh, that's rude, but okay. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Oh, whoa, there's more. Madison, I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter, for, as you see, I do find myself thrilled to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me as gentlemanly manner as I would have liked. I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon tea and a stroll around my garden, should it please you. Till then, adieu. Yours humbled, D. Bloodmarch. I stare at the screen and reread the letter several more times. Hey, Amanda. Amanda pops out of her room. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as she'd been crying. Hey, are you alright? Oh, yeah, totally. I'm cool. I just found out that the succulent I've been watering and singing to for the last 3 months was actually made out of plastic. Even the dirt was fake. Oh, honey. You sure that's all you're upset about? You have to tell me what's actually wrong. I'm sorry about your plant. Oh, like for me, if it was a friend, I always would like just tell me what's actually wrong. But this is a parent, it's my child, so I gotta be careful. Um, Cause you don't want to be demanding, cause you don't want to like push them, cause I might push them away. You could just go along with it, but that won't do no good as a parent. So there's this one. Are you sure that's all you're upset about? If there's, anything going on, I just want you to know I'm here for you and I'll always be here for you. Whether you need a shoulder to cry on or a strong dad to go kick someone's butt, I'm the only a phone call away. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate that. But I'm fine, really. I'm unconvinced, but I'll stop badgering her about it. I'm sure she'll tell me when she's ready. Yep, that's always what she'll do. Can you help me with something? Dad, the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples, you. Oh, no. Can you interpret this for me? I turn on the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand meat speak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now? Oh, totally. This is a hot new thing. See that? Kids get over saying LOL and LMAO and whatever and decide that what they needed to do was bring it back to the 1800s. So, what do I do? Where's your pen and quill? What? Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will you ever address the noble men in regards to your upcoming debuntal ball? Okay, now I know you're messing with me. Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or... So you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time, and now you're reciting things you know about it back at me, aren't you? Like, the first 5 pages, then I read a review of the movie. Still got a B, though. Great. So what do I say to Damien? I got this. Man reaches over me and types on the keyboards. Sure thing, dude. Regard. Mattis. Amanda hits the sand and smiles at me. Well, I suppose that's that. Oh, this looks pretty. I like this. I think I might go with him. I might not even get Matt a chance. I make a sure walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor. Estate? The Gothic architecture looms above the other homes in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. I pull the large oriented carved bat's head door knocker back, and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. It's a little creepy, but I enter the house and take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. I thought that what a shake was. And like dinosaur bones or dead animal bones, but that's pretty cool and neat. That little cake, like that candle looks like a teapot and teacups, a book maybe. Get more books. That looks really nice. Hello? Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? Madison, pleasure to have you in my home. I look up and see Damien standing at the top of the majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. What's, what's with the door slamming shut? Oh, sorry, there was a draft. And the door creaking when I knocked? I accidentally left the door unlocked. And the creepy oil paintings? I like oil paintings. Right. Right. Please, let me show you around. Okay. Damien leading me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and a parlor again for some reason. This is one of the older homes on the block. Yes, but no one near as old as the architect might suggest. Through extensive renovation, I have been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped it with amenities of any modern dwelling. We walk past a door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a Black Parade poster. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era? That's my son's room. You know, the rebellious and teenage years are onward and onward. There's more to see. We reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opened with a flourish. And this is the library. I love libraries. I love that's a 2-level library with a ladder. I love all the books. All the books. I want to read now. Sunlight streams in from floor-to-ceiling arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien's clearly really proud of this room. Oh, butterflies! Look out the window. Look at the butterflies. Look at the butterflies! I walk to the glass display of pen bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Nice bugs. I penned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometime. I'm concerned I would stick the pen right through my finger. The penner's gambit. Is that a thing? No. Oh, let's pick up a book. You know, Madison, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage youth into a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. I pull a book at random and examine the worn cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read aloud. Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him with, shirtless and out of bed. He looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants. Okay, I think that's enough. I know what that was. Dan snatched the bookship and put it back on the shelf. That's a rare book from my private collection. Let's look at the window. I walk to the window and I'm greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughters and on his back. Damn, that's why he was never my type. I'm not for that. He sees me and waits happily doing push-ups with one hand now. Damn. Do you know the Victorians spend at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows? Wait, really? No, the Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Please, will you join me for tea? Hey! Follow Damien to his sitting room where Finger's foods have already been set out upon a beautiful tiered silvery tray. I take a seat on one of the high back chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. I cannot believe we're having a high tea. I've never thought I'd get to do this.
Hmm.
Damien smiles to himself. What?
Oh.
It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the later times of the day that the working class had to enjoy tea and the height of the tables on which they are served. Oh,
Oh.
my dear friend, I'm currently enjoying afternoon tea. That's informative. Yep. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. Oh, those little sandwiches, but I want the cake. Your home is really impressive. Are there a lot of goths in Maple Bay? I like your cake. I want to compliment his home because his home is really, really impressive. It seems like you really put a lot of work into this place.
Huh.
But thank you.
Hmm.
No one ever compliments my home before. Hell, I can barely get matching salt and pepper shakers in my place. And look at what you've done. I'm kind of jealous. That's very generous of you to say. What got you so interested in goth stuff?
Ah.
Well, when I was a young boy, my father, did he take you to the city?
Huh.
Sorry. Did you guys see the marching band?
Hmm.
I'm afraid I don't understand. You serious?
Ah.
Of course. But it's, a song. Amanda made me listen to it. Seriously?
Ah.
I'd love to see a marching band.
Hmm.
Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermies, animals grew to sort of an obsession with obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us. I think. Why not go all the way?
Hmm.
I like not dying when I catch a cold. That's very true. He takes a sip of tea.
Ah.
I can acknowledge that there were many very, very terrible things about the Victorian era, and I tried to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals. Would you admit would be admittedly horrid,
Ah.
but I think it takes a critical mind to appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same.
Hmm.
Tell me, Madison, do you have any hobbies? Oh man, I do, but I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about stuff. Well, I love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about things they're passionate about is intriguing and quite honestly rather attractive.
Ah.
Please do tell me about your hobbies. Quick sounds sophisticated. I like watching soap making videos on what the hell? Love me some weird word why I learned how to these are the worst choices ever. These are the worst choices ever. Okay. Soap making videos, no, hell no. Love me some word jumbles, probably. I learned how to juggle once. No, just word jumble. The written word fascinates me when spending so much time using words. And I think people would appreciate them more if I had to unjumble them. It's poetic, really.
Hmm.
Oh, so you're a writer. In a sense. I finish your tea and finger sandwiches.
How
Come.
delightful.
Hee hee hee. Come. I have one more thing to show you. That's pretty. Holy crap, that's pretty. Damon takes me around the back of his house, where a variety of flowers flourishes in beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it, and butterflies flit lazily through the air.
Oh.
My garden. It's beautiful. Very beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very
Ah.
seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is a symbolic of different feelings. The more interesting is that one flower can mean different things depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message.
Hmm.
Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous bright orange flower off a vine.
Hmm.
Aluminum Bufflarium, the orange lily. What do you think this one means? It's orange. My lines are ablaze. Thou art the Titus. 3 cheers for street revenge. Now, my lines are ablaze. Thou art the Titus. I don't think it's gonna be thou art the Titus. My lions are ablaze. I don't know, I'm gonna go with the first one. Let's go with the second one. Ah, I got it.
Hmm.
The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred. Well, and that's precisely why floral arrangement is so challenging. Interesting. What's your favorite type of flower? Sunflowers, honeysuckle, snapdragons. I've seen sunflowers before. I've never heard of honeysuckle. Let me look up honey. I want to actually look these up because whenever I don't know what things are, I want to look them up. Honeysuckle. What's a honeysuckle flower? What does that look like? Nope. I like these. They almost look like they're not bloom flowers, kind of thing. I mean, they kind of bloom out. And the other things is have the pollens that come out in different strands, while the leaves are spread open. That's what those are, as best as I can look them up and describe it. Snapdragon flower. What is that? Ooh, snapdragons are basically they're like, if you know what rosemary looks like and thyme look like, just imagine that on a bigger scale, but flowers instead of herbs. That'd be the best way to describe that one. So compared to sunflower, I would like snapdragons. Because they're cute and can do the thing where you squeeze them so they look like they're talking. What a lovely choice. I have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you. Aww. He would put together a bouquet for you? Nobody's ever given me a bouquet before. I followed Damien down the footpath and admired more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly, a phone rings.
Huh.
Oh, Madison, will you excuse me? I must take this. He pulls his cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Go for it. Damien smiles and walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. I love this. This makes me wish I had put a little more effort into that garden. Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. Oh hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle. That's not good. That's what he said. Spend this month. Oh god. Fix that garg. Oh god. Start. What? Oh, what the hell? Oh god. What the hell is this? That goes there. Uh, that goes there. That goes there. There.
Go.
Legendary. I wasn't expecting that. That kind of threw me off. Chapter 39. They really stepped up the production value in episode 5. Phew, that was a close one. Oh, here comes Jamie. He looks upset.
Ah.
Maz, and my serious apologies to have kept you waiting. It's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave. No problem, dude. Everything alright? Damon worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything's perfectly fine, but it's Lucien. What's wrong? He appears to have, well, his teacher needs me to come to the school post haste. Do you need help? Oh no, you don't have to. Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together.
Huh.
Sure? Right. This is one of Lucien's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side. Let's go. Go, Trip. Hello, Hugo. You get Hugo. Damien and I walked to school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. Hey Damien, you're here in record time. I wouldn't miss it for the world, my dear friend. Wow, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the My Kids Are in Trouble rodeo. What is it this time?
Oh.
This Damien, you have the seed to believe. Damien and I fall into the steps behind Hugo, who leads us to a busy corridor of the school. Passed by several classes in session, I vaguely wonder if Amanda around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into darkness. Watch your step. I can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, I can recall the aesthetics I go deeper into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of the creepy basement. I find another teacher in the boiler room tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucian and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucian has a bloody nose. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this. I look around the scene of the crime to see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around. What happened here? Ernest punched me. Lucian tried to kill me. The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was trying to build a brick wall around you and see what would happen. You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked me. Whoa, wait a second. Lucian, did you try to cast off on my Telero Ernest? I'm neither confirming nor denying that. I turned to Damien and whispered him. What's the cask of Amontillado? It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lowers him down to the cellar with a promise of wine of fine vintage, and buries him alive behind a brick wall. That's pretty awesome. It's a lovely story. Sounds like a lovely story. I kind of want to read it now. So wait, Lucian, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually going to leave him there. What was the thought process here? The Ernest was going to sit still while you slowly build a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot, but then he realized that I lied about the wine. You're a cracking maniac, Lee. That sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes. Dad,
Whoa.
it took you 20 minutes, son. We just did an entire 2 weeks unit of the cask of Amontillado, and it took you 20 minutes to realize Lucian was leading you into an elaborate ruse. Did you even read the story? I wrote the first 5 pages, and then I read a review of the movie.
Huh?
It's only 5 pages long, and there is no movie. Haha, yeah, you're right. I paid Lucian to read it for me. Actually, he didn't pay me. Funny thing about it, this was me teaching him a lesson. Him and Hugo both have their heads in their heads. You guys are always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright, I'm following this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was. Again, you two are both suspended for a week. And Lucian, high five. And she just starts to stomp up the stairs. Here, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Blood wants you too. Thank you for your meditation. We're all upstairs and out of the school in a tense silence. Isn't Damien all? Lucian, Damien, and I pile into my car and begin to drive home. Lucian immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily. I'm not going to therapy again. I know, son, but it's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you, and I can see that you're struggling. So if you do decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too.
Huh.
Maybe you can spend the next week looking for a summer job. I know how much you want your own car. I can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard. I love you, son. Lucian continued staring out the window. Love you too. Spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. That's awkward. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucian hops out the car, slams the door, and runs inside. I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot we need to work out. That's alright. And all things considered, Lucian's bricklaying was pretty good. So there's your silver lining. There is that, yes. Probably just going through a phase. I really admire how you handle it. Does that kind of thing? I don't want to touch that. I really just admire how you handle it. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. You just want what's best for him. And I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors. It rarely does. You're a good dad. Hey. See you around, son. It would be my honor and my pleasure. Damien bowed with a flourish. Lassie.
Oh.
I came home to find Amanda curled up on a couch with a blanket watching TV, and I popped down next to her. Yo. What you watching? Tiny House Hunting Brothers Extreme Edition. Ugh, I hate this show. The couple on the screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. Tiny House Hunting Brothers watched them bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the lower ceiling. I told you I wanted a two-bath, shabby chick cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom. But honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad. I am not pooping outside, Greg. Why don't they just get a regular size house? I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go? It got strange. We had to go to the school to pick up Lucian since he tried to... He lured Ernest down the cellar with the promise of fine vintage and then tried to break him into the wall, right? How did you know that? Has everybody read this story except for me?
Yeah.
Lucian live streamed the entire thing. Oh my god. This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damon guy's a character, but he's really good company. And surprisingly diplomatic dad. I dig his style. Alright, we got Matt's approval. You know what? Me too. Hey, that's your base 70. Make sure to sweep under your tent so you don't sleep on rocks. Date complete. Oh.
I'm sensing a romance between us.
I am too.
A chemical romance. What? That's a band?
Yeah. So gun safety is low, which is good because I don't really care for that. Sincerities, I like that. Bat, like that. What's also Shama? I don't know if that is. Cool. Basement. No, that's what they're. Poe. Cool. So we got Esser. Interview with the vampire achievement unlocked. So I'm gonna end the episode there. So thank you everyone so much for watching, and I might give Matt a try just to see how that goes, just to give him a fair shot. So, but I don't know. See, it kind of depends with it. Especially when the dad book soon, then I'll go straight into that. So, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye, everyone.